Misconception number 6: meditation is for saints and holy men, not for regular people. You find this attitude very prevalent in Asia, where monks and holy men are accorded an enormous amount of ritualized reverence. This is somewhat akin to the American attitude of idealizing movie stars and baseball heroes. Such people are stereotyped, made larger than life, and saddled with all sorts of characteristics that few human beings can ever live up to. Even in the West, we share some of this attitude about meditation. We expect the meditator to be some extraordinarily pious figure in whose mouth butter would never dare to melt. A little personal contact with such people will quickly dispel this illusion. They usually prove to be people of enormous energy and gusto, people who live their lives with amazing vigor. It is true, of course, that most holy men meditate, but they don't meditate because they are holy men. That is backward. They are holy men because they meditate. Meditation is how they got there, and they started meditating before they became holy. This is an important point. A sizable number of students seem to feel that a person should be completely moral before he begins meditation. It is an unworkable strategy. Morality requires a certain degree of mental control. It's a prerequisite. You can't follow any set of moral precepts without at least a little self-control, and if your mind is perpetually spinning like a fruit cylinder in a one-armed bandit, self-control is highly unlikely. So mental culture has to come first. There are 3 integral factors in Buddhist meditation: morality, concentration, and wisdom. These 3 factors grow together as your practice deepens. Each one influences the other, so you cultivate the 3 of them together, not one at a time. When you have the wisdom to truly understand a situation, compassion towards all the parties involved is automatic, and compassion means that you automatically restrain yourself from any thought, word or deed that might harm yourself or others. Thus your behavior is automatically moral. It is only when you don't understand things deeply that you create problems. If you fail to see the consequences of your own action, you will blunder. The fellow who waits to become totally moral before he begins to meditate is waiting for but that will never come. The ancient sages say that he is like a man waiting for the ocean to become calm so that he can go take a bath. To understand this relationship more fully, let us propose that there are levels of morality. The lowest level is adherence to a set of rules and regulations laid down by somebody else. It could be your favorite prophet. It could be the state, the head man of your tribe, or your father. No matter who generates the rules, all you've got to do at this level is know the rules and follow them. A robot can do that. Even a trained chimpanzee could do it if the rules were simple enough and he was smacked with a stick every time he broke one. This level requires no meditation at all. All you need are the rules and somebody to swing the stick. The next level of morality consists of obeying the same rules even in the absence of somebody who will smack you. You obey because you have internalized the rules. You smack yourself every time you break one. This level requires a bit of mind control. If your thought pattern is chaotic, your behavior will be chaotic too. Mental culture reduces mental chaos. There is a third level or morality, but it might be better termed ethics. This level is a whole quantum layer up the scale, a real paradigm shift in orientation. At the level of ethics, one does not follow hard and fast rules dictated by authority. One chooses his own behavior according to the needs of the situation. This level requires real intelligence and an ability to juggle all the factors in every situation and arrive at a unique, creative and appropriate response each time. Furthermore, the individual making these decisions needs to have dug himself out of his own limited personal viewpoint. He has to see the entire situation from an objective point of view, giving equal weight to his own needs and those of others. In other words, he has to be free from greed, hatred, envy and all the other selfish junk that ordinarily keeps us from seeing the other guy's side of the issue. Only then can he choose that precise set of actions which will be truly optimal for that situation. This level of morality absolutely demands meditation. Unless you were born a saint, there is no other way to acquire the skill. Furthermore, the sorting process required at this level is exhausting.
So, William, how do you summarize this passage and what is your understanding?
Good. I'm listening intently. Meditation is for saints and holy men, not for regular people. Mistake. We expect the meditator to be some extraordinarily pious figure in whose mouth butter would never melt. The ancient sages say that there are levels of morality. The lowest level is adherence to a set of rules and regulations laid down by somebody else. There is a third level or morality, but it might be better termed ethics. At this level, one chooses his own behavior according to the needs of the situation. There is no other way to acquire the skill. If you tried to juggle all those factors in every situation, you'd wear yourself out. Meditation teaches you how to disentangle yourself from the thought process. It is the mental art of stepping out of your own way.
I think the idea that we can't make radical changes in our lives until we see ourselves clearly is an important one. I know for myself that I have often resisted change because I wasn't sure who I was or what I wanted in life. Meditation and other mindfulness practices have helped me to see myself more clearly and to make changes in my life that are more in line with my true nature. I also think the idea that we are responsible for our own happiness is an important one. Too often, we look to others to make us happy, or we try to control our environment in order to be happy. But the truth is that happiness comes from within. If we can learn to be content with ourselves and our own lives, then we will be much happier. The last point I wanted to make is that meditation is a great way to develop self-understanding and compassion. When we meditate, we become more aware of our own thoughts and feelings, and we can see more clearly how we react to the world around us. This self-awareness can help us to develop compassion for ourselves and for others.
Okay, well. Meditation is for saints and holy men, not for regular people. Mistake. We expect the meditator to be some extraordinarily pious figure in whose mouth butter would never melt. The ancient sages say that there are levels of morality. The lowest level is adherence to a set of rules and regulations laid down by somebody else. There is a third level or morality, but it might be better termed ethics. At this level, one chooses his own behavior according to the needs of the situation. There is no other way to acquire the skill. If you try to juggle all those factors in every situation, you'd wear yourself out. Meditation teaches you how to disentangle yourself from the thought process. It is the mental art of stepping out of your own way.